what's going on YouTube? My name is Brian and welcome to a new video here on the main channel for once. I know it's been a few months since the last upload on this, and that was I'd say about probably 5 months ago with the episode number, I think 3 or 4, it was 3 of episode 3 of Alternate Future of Europe Season 2. So yeah, it's been quite a while. So today we're going to talk about the fact that roughly about a week ago or so, on June 13th, 2026, this channel you're watching this on, Lego Brian Productions, turned 10 years old officially, as that was the date that I set about 5 or 6 videos, I forget what number it is. I switched them to public, because before I was just uploading them as private because that's all I was allowed to do at the time, but then when I was allowed to move them to public, I even made a video, I think, saying I'm making them go public. It's still up right now because it's just fun to look at, but I might potentially private at some point, we'll see. It's just kind of, I don't know, again, I was a new creator back then. I didn't know exactly what I was doing. I kind of still don't know what I'm doing half the time, but yeah, that was fun times. Anyways, so yeah, this channel is now 10 years old officially. I'm sure if you've probably already seen by the time this video goes up, there is a little special honorary banner, channel art rather, that I've made, as well as the channel icon is adjusted for this channel specifically, because again, this is the one that's 10 years old. Even though I'm technically considering the entire brand 10 years old as well, but really it's this channel specifically, so that's kind of why it looks the way it does. But yeah, so what, other than celebrating the anniversary today, I kind of wanted to talk about there's really 2 things I want to talk about. Firstly, what the anniversary means, if there's any changes that are immediately happening, any in the future that are happening, all that. And then going along with that, I'm also going to talk about any future, what this channel specifically looks like beyond the future, because I've had some things happen in real life recently that have allowed me to have more time potentially to actually work on content and put it out more often. And I know I say that a lot, but I'll get to that in just a moment. So the first thing we're going to talk about today, with it being the 10th anniversary, is what exactly changes are going to be happening, if any, to this channel, and how exactly are we going to celebrate it, because obviously the day was already like almost 2 weeks ago, so what are we going to do? So basically, as of right now, I am planning on live streaming I think this weekend potentially. Not exactly sure on that actually, because this weekend's the 4th of July as I am recording this video, but that basically means that I'm probably not going to be live streaming because we're going to be celebrating that day. Yeah, so for sure though, we will be live streaming for the 10th anniversary special. Not sure if that'll be this weekend. If it won't be this weekend, it'll be probably, honestly, if it actually is this weekend, it might be on Sunday, so the July 5th. So watch out for that. Not sure. I think it's going to be on the gaming channel. I think we're going to do some a live stream over there of playing some games. I'm not sure exactly what. Maybe it's Minecraft. Maybe it's whatever. I might just kind of let you guys decide if you want to hop in and come over and chill. But yeah, other than that, so that's basically what's going to be happening with that. The other thing too is I'm going to I've mentioned this in the past, I know, but I'm going to really try and stick to it this time. And that is a schedule. So, and this I guess kind of lays into what I'm talking about, we're going to talk about in a little bit with the future of the channel. So I guess I'll probably hold off on that actually for a second. So in terms of other changes that I'm considering making, nothing really major to the first 3 channels. And those 3 channels being Lego Brian Productions, this channel, the gaming channel, and the Minecraft channel, like Brian MC. However, the changes that might occur would be to the 4th channel, Brian Does Things, which you honestly probably didn't even know existed because I don't really use it very often. But the point of that channel is to kind of be a vlogs, behind the scenes, music as well, because I am a musician, so I'm kind of just going to put my content over there for anything music related I do. And then up until recently, I actually decided to move all Lego content from this main channel over to that channel, unless it involves stop motion animation, which I plan to do someday when I have more space to do it and all that. But anyways, other than that, the other thing I wanted to mention was that in doing so, that channel might get a new name. It's Brian Does Things right now. I've considered changing it back to Lego Brian Vlogs, which is actually an old channel I used to have. It wasn't that one specifically, but it was a old one I used to have back in the day when I just had 2, which was actually also supposed to serve the same purpose as what Brian Does Things is supposed to serve. I also have other name as well, but then there's also 2 other names I'm actually considering using my real name for it, just my first and last name, because that, might make sense. But then the other thing I'm considering making as well is renaming it to something along the lines of what I've written down here is B sax, just because for those of you who don't know, if you haven't seen a couple videos on that channel, I am primarily a saxophonist. So that's kind of my thing. So really it's just kind of combining the first name of my letter, my name, as well as sax, together. That just, I don't know, maybe it'd be a cool idea someday. I don't know. Again, a lot of this is still to be determined. I'm just throwing out ideas at this point. So if I'm going a little fast here, I apologize. I'm just trying to speak as ideas occur into my head. I don't have a script for this, if you can't tell already. So yeah, that's basically kind of a little bit of an overview. Again, if you really skipped ahead throughout all that, I apologize. I'm gonna try and slow down more. I'm kind of getting excited as I'm doing this because I've been putting off doing this video for a while, and I want to get it out, and yeah, it's gonna be good. But anyways, the next thing to talk about is the future of this channel, and I know we've touched about that probably every single channel update, and I've probably forgotten almost every single time, or every single thing I've mentioned every single time in the past, except I guess I remember last year's somewhat. But to that end, last year's, I remember saying that the gaming channel was going to get more focus as of right now, and the mapping channel, so this main channel, will be put aside for now. That's kind of going to remain the same. However, what I will say on that note about mapping being put aside for now is I will admit it, I'm getting a little bit of the itch to work on some of those mapping content again. Not so much the alternate history, unfortunately, which I know a lot of you guys are looking forward to. Like, I see your comments. I do. However, I started looking at some older mapping projects I used to work on back in the day, like, gosh, 9 years ago, 8 years ago, or whatever. A lot of them are not finished. A lot of them never got started because I either ran out of time, or I just was all of a sudden pushing myself into school basically and focusing on that full time. What I'm trying to say and get at is that some of that mapping content will probably be coming back here very shortly. I do have it written down on my calendar for a mapping video to come out next Tuesday. So as I'm recording this, that would be July 7th. So on this channel, look out for hopefully a new video by then. If not, it'll be a little after that, but that's my goal, is to get it done by the 7th, because I have a lot more time on my hands now, and I'll be able to hopefully put some more focus into that. And hopefully moving forward, I'll be able to, continue producing some more content for this channel. It obviously won't come very fast because I prioritize quality over quantity, but I just wanted to get you guys, specifically you mapping fans and you alternate history fans, that I'm actually potentially getting back into that sort of stuff. So hopefully that'll come very soon, and we won't just kind of forget about it, or I'll stop doing it because I'm not interested in it. Obviously, that's not my number one priority, but I'm going to start slowly getting back into it, hopefully, because unfortunately I've kind of noticed that I actually went back recently and kind of saw that a lot of the mappers I used to watch when I first started have either kind of retired, or they just haven't uploaded in a while. There's only like one person that I've seen as of recently that actually is continually, he's a younger one, clearly I can tell, who's been posting a lot more lately. But I don't know, I'm kind of getting the itch again, so hopefully expect some of that content to kind of start coming back here sooner rather than later. So you have my word on that. So then other than that, I'm trying to think of what else, because again, I don't have a script for this. So really the next thing to talk about is the schedule. So I'm not going to show it here because I want to kind of leave things up for surprise a little bit, or just I'll try and verbalize them to you as I can without hopefully losing my voice, or voice cracking every 5 minutes. So the thing I will say is that what I'm trying to plan on doing is at the very minimum, or I guess the very most as of right now, actually backtracking a little bit. So when I started this YouTube channel about 10 years ago, I was going into middle school. And for context for how much time has passed, I as of last Friday, I have finished up my bachelor's degree. So yeah, it's been quite a while, hasn't it? But what I'm basically getting at is that I was putting a lot of my focus and time and energy into school, making sure I did well, because academics for me personally were very important to me, as to try and land a job that's obviously not necessarily YouTube or whatever, out in the real world. So as I am now a real world citizen, or whatever you want to call it. So basically what that means is that because of that, I have a lot more time on my hands, and will now, especially after the school year technically starts, by about in a month or two or so. So that basically means that I actually am going to hopefully try and follow more of a schedule for when to post things every single week. So the thought I have now and what I've planned on doing at the very maximum at this point, obviously this kind of comes with a challenge of running more than one account at once, which I know is a lot for a young creator, but honestly, I would consolidate things. I've said this before, I would consolidate them, but I love all these channels too much to do that. So unless it really gets too much or I'm not getting as much joy out of doing one of them, then that's when I'll shut it down, or I'll consolidate everything to maybe down to two or three instead of four. But basically, I'm really going on a tangent, I apologize. But the idea is that what you guys will get across all 4 channels, for sure the first 3 that'll be the most active, will be at most, you ideally potentially will get a video every single day across all 3, or you'll get at most 2 videos a week from each channel at most. So I know that's kind of maybe hard to visualize, but so basically, for example, this week, so for example, yesterday's video on the gaming channel was the finale of the Notre Dame Dynasty series on the College Football 26 game. Today's video is obviously, this counts as today's video for this channel specifically, so nothing on the other 2. And then this coming, hopefully by tomorrow and maybe Saturday as well, is what I'm thinking, is when I'll start doing Minecraft videos. Specifically the Let's Play videos that I was trying to start to do on Brian MC before I went back this past year for my senior year of college. And then other than that, there's 2 more videos planned for the end of the week on the gaming channel, and one of them is a live stream technically, because it's technically the drop day for the new college game that's coming out, or at least the early access version of it. So that's basically what's going on then. And then the next day is when we're going to do another video for that. Or at least what I'm planning on. It might not actually happen potentially. We'll see if that changes or not. But that's kind of my goal, is to kind of get that in that sort of sequence. And honestly, this could obviously change. I'm a person that tries to be as flexible as possible with my schedule, and I've also decided that, especially since this is not my job at the moment, I want to be as flexible as possible, because I want to, enjoy life as well, and not just kind of, I don't know, be sitting here at a desk all day, not moving, and it's really not good for my health. Mental or physical either, to really do that. Then again, I also really don't want to just sit at my desk and just, I don't know, doom scroll my phone or watch YouTube all day for, really no reason. So yeah, that was probably a lot, but in the quickest way I can summarize it, the plan is a maximum of 2 videos a week for every channel. However, it's mostly going to be focused on the primary 3, that being Lego Brian Productions, Lego Brian and Gaming, and Brian MC. I'll probably have hopefully a graphic art somewhere on the screen here. I'll hopefully put it up in editing. But so yeah, and hopefully I can stick with that. Hopefully that can be my something I stick to. But on top of that, however, I will say this: I am going to be trying to get a more stable income. So I'm going to be getting a separate job that's outside of YouTube. But my hope is that YouTube is going to become more of a hobby thing, or actually, it's going to become beyond a hobby and more into kind of a, I don't know, side gig, so to speak. Meaning the plan is to make some money off of it if I can. Right now I'm not making a whole lot. Only this main channel is monetized, but I'm really only making it off of just the one video, or for sure one video plus the 200 others that I've also posted, if they're making anything. But I'm really hoping that as soon as I start posting more on the gaming channel and hopefully more on the Minecraft channel, those can get boosted up a little bit more, and then hopefully those can become monetized, and then we can start getting some income that way. So yeah, I think that's about everything. You guys are all free to let me know in the comment section down below what you think. I know this video was a lot, so if you all just kind of skipped through the end because you didn't want to hear me talk, I don't know how long this is going to be. I've already been recording for about 20 minutes or so. So I'll try and keep this video as short as possible, because I know that, naturally I feel like 10-minute videos are about a sweet spot for some viewers and all that. But with that being said, I think that's going to be it from me for now. So once again, drop your comments drop your questions in the comment section down below, and I hope I'll be able to read them soon. I'll be looking out for them as always, and yeah, I'm very excited for this next chapter that we'll be embarking upon, hopefully together. I'm hoping to build up this community even more, as this is something I've been wanting to do for a long time. So yeah, that's basically all I have to say, like I said. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. And as always, I say this every day on my gaming channel, but remember to stay safe, be kind, I'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace.